everyone, my name is Mad Scorpion, and I am back in the saddle, back again, recording here on my Hunter, because I got a video that I didn't think I'd be doing much more, but I think I'm going to start doing them again. TWAB updates. And I'm excited for this one, considering the fact that after becoming a recent Series X owner, that I want my next-gen version of Destiny, and this is what it describes for us. Now, starting from the top, this week at Bungie for December the 3rd, 2020 from DMG. We prepare for next gen. It has been a while since last we spoke. I mean, it hasn't been too long. We took a quick week off for the holiday, but we're back on the grind. There's a bit to catch up on since the last TWAB. New exotics have been discovered throughout Europa. Banshee has found new memories, the Deepstone Crypt has been infiltrated, and a dinosaur was sent into space. I'm not sure what that last bit's about, but there's a link, so I'll find out later. Quite a few of you have been asking about raid statistics. It's always been fun seeing how many players took on the challenge for a completion during the first week. We dug through our database and found some fun stats to share. We're happily surprised at how many of you completed your first ever jacket quest, which I'm actually a member of. I actually managed to get my jacket as well. Now, for the day one stats, for unique raid clears, only one group of, well, basically, just by those numbers, between Last Wish, Garden, Deepstone Crypt, a lot more people did Deepstone. Same with the other details of within 10 days and total player hours and various kills. A lot more people enjoyed, a lot more people actually managed to get through Deepstone Crypt as compared to the other two. Which I do think, mechanically, it is a bit more simpler. It is more chaotic than I think, but it is a little bit simpler. And because of that, people can actually focus themselves a little bit better. Because I do think Deepstone was a little bit less randomized in terms of encounters, if that means. A fun fact, over 979,680 Guardians unlocked the lament since the quest last went live. That is a lot of sword damage, and now that we've covered the time that's passed, let's get back to business. Now, covering the Lightkeeper's charity update, this is their own donation or charity streams that they've been doing. Earlier this week, we kicked off our Games to Give Lightkeeper's charity initiative, and to no one's surprise, the Destiny community has shown up in force. At time of writing this TWAB, you've already raised above 450,000, and we're still in the first week. Our overall goal is to raise 2 million, and we're well on our way. We've also announced our charity milestone rewards, one of which you've already unlocked in case you missed it. Say hello to the concept art of our upcoming Dawning 2020 Titan Universal Ornament, and that'll be on screen, per the usual. If you'd like to chip in a few dollars for the charity, head over this way to help out and donate. I'm assuming that's a link to follow. We have more Dawning concept art to share, and they've revealed the Warlock. I'll go ahead and throw that on now. And we have some more lore readings from special guests once you break 1 million donation mark. And for milestones, there's the Titan, then we have Warlock and Hunter. At 1 million, we get a Dawning 2020 Legendary Reward preview, and every 100,000 after reaching 1 million, we get a guest lore reading. For the full schedule of featured streamers, head over to Games to Give website to learn more. Now, next section regarding the return of Iron Banner. With the raid done and dusted, Lord Saladin is ready to lead Guardians back into the Iron Banner. This will be the first Iron Banner to feature stasis powers, and we're all excited to see what's to come. I'm not. For any new lights out there, Iron Banner is limited time 6v6 Crucible activity with power-enabled combat. While artifact power is disabled, thank God, you'll want to infuse and equip your most powerful gear before jumping in. Similar to Control, there are 3 zones on the map for your team to capture. The more zones you hold, the more points you get when defeating Guardians. If your team is brave enough to capture all 3 zones, the opposing team will be locked out of capturing zones for a short duration. In other words, this is your time to shine whenever you're out while your enemies cower in fear. To say it clearly, capping these zones is one of the most important things to do. Stay close to your teammates, slay your enemies, and enjoy the spoils of victory. Lord Saladin can be found in the tower, offering Iron Banner bounties with pinnacle powered rewards, so above 1250 and beyond. If you'd like to adorn your Guardian in Iron Banner themed loot, he's got you covered. 2 weapons from the first year of Destiny 2 have been reprised, now featuring random rolls. Additionally, the Iron Will armor set is set to return. Updated to accept new combat mods. So there is the armor on screen returning. Doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too shabby. Iron Banner begins at 9 AM on December 8th, next reset, running through 9 AM on December 15th, which will be next reset. Truth be told, you'll be downloading an update right before Iron Banner becomes available. You know what that means, it's time for a patch note preview. Speaking of which, December 8th can't come soon enough. It's just a few short days until next-gen enhancements will be coming to Destiny 2. In case you missed it, our next gen article, here's a quick refresher on the updates coming to this week. And I'm going to go ahead and put on full screen of everything is, but the only one I care about. 4K resolution on Series X, 60 frames per second on Series X, supported 120Hz Crucible support, field of view slider, faster loading times, cross-generation play, as well as the Xbox Smart Delivery with the next gen upgrade free. We're getting this for free, boys. For all details concerning our next gen enhancements, click here at a link. And as well, Destiny Update 3.0.1 has quite a bit more under the hood. The team has been working on some bug fixes and issues around launch. We will also have a few prompts to keep. Let's dig in. Prophecy will be turning to the game on December 8th. This endgame activity is free to all players. Powerful rewards may be earned from each checkpoint once per week. Players may complete the dungeon once per week to attain a pinnacle-powered reward. Previously featured weaponry and armor rewards are available once again. So the Moonfang set, like my hunter you see on screen, his chest plate, well not his, no actually his chest plate, and his shoulder are from the Moonfang set from Prophecy. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit it up again, because that is a cool armor set, and there's some handy weapons you can get from there too. The Destiny Companion app bounties. Beginning next week, players may acquire bounties from the Destiny 2 vendors using the Destiny Companion app, meaning you don't need to go back to the tower to claim your bounties and pick them up. Well, you can claim them from anywhere, but pick them up from the app. That'll be very handy. Bounties may be acquired when players are offline, in orbit, or in the tower. This will be introduced through a Companion app update planned for December 8th, 2020 as well. Keep an eye out for Bungie help for the Companion app update. And new light issues that have been resolved. Fixed an issue with new light subclass quests where Ikora's waypoint was suppressed. Fixed an issue where veteran players with two characters of the same class were blocked from acquiring the new subclass. And, for honesty, I don't know why you would have more than one character of the same class. It's a waste of an extra character. Fixed an issue where a step on the new light pursuit was not granting experience. Fixed an issue where players who skipped the shotgun chest in the first mission did not receive special ammo when the shotgun was granted. Weird. And the Monument to Lost Lights fixed an issue where the waypoint on the exotic archive vendor continued to flash for players who own all exotics. Thank you! I've been getting bored because I thought it was telling me to pick up Redrix and Point of the Stag, even though I don't want those things. Collections! Badges and armor in collections correctly select players' classes. Fixed an issue where the UI would forget which page the player was on after previewing item collections. That was a bit annoying. Yes, thank you. Fixed a bug where some new armor mods had incorrect sources listed in collections. Uh-oh, that could be an issue. Crucible updated the mercy rule for control in class to prevent it from triggering too early in the match. Fixed an issue where the survivor medal could be awarded to players who were defeated during the round. Fixed an issue where the untouchable medal could not be earned. Awesome. Bug fixes. Beyond Light Exotics, Icefall Mantle. Fixed a bug where the Icefall Mantle's description did not mention the slow field it generates when activated. That was a bit of a out of left field. Mask of Bracris. Improved the readability of the visual effects when another player wearing Mask of Bracris shifts directly towards you. Basically, it's a little easier to keep track of them. Updated description string of Massive Backris's perk to correctly describe its damage bonus, which applies only to combatants and affects all arc weapon damage and all damage against slowed or encased enemies. Additionally, fixed an issue where this damage bonus was applying to players who are slowed or encased in Crucible and in Gambit. Fun fact, the damage bonus is not supposed to be applied in Crucible/Gambit, at least against Guardians. Necrotic Grips. Fixed an issue where being killed by the effective Necrotic Grip would show as being killed by the ally, or the Architects. I never like when I get killed by something and it tells me I'm killed by the Architects. It makes me think that the game just wigged out. Wigged out. Voice crack and all. There will be a full list of patch notes ready to go on December 8th when the patch becomes available for download. Speaking of availability, Player Support Dream Team. With every patch, many of you ask what time you should set your alarm in order to wake up for the fresh update. How long should you spend eating breakfast before hopping online? At what point should you shake your fist in the air because you forgot to set up your console to auto-update? Perfect. Destiny Player Support has most of the answers you're looking for. Some of them might have to answer on your own. This is their report. Today, December 3rd, background maintenance for update 3.0.1 will begin. Below is a timeline of events. On December 3rd, 10 a.m. Pacific, Destiny 2 will undergo background maintenance, and then 2 p.m. Pacific. Oh, my thing's going quiet. Don't want to do that. Oh, screwed up the thing. Let me just go ahead and sit back down at the fire. 7 a.m. Pacific. Destiny 1 and 2 maintenance for 3.0 begins. God, phone. Why are people texting me? I'm reading this off my phone. It's my own teleprompter. Destiny 8. Okay, basically a bunch of times. I'll just go ahead and throw them all on screen for that, just because that's a lot of reading if you need your timers. Next-gen consoles. When update 3.0.1 releases on December 8th, next-gen console users, Series X, S, and PS Boo, will need to download the full-size game, regardless if they have been playing Destiny 2 since Beyond Light's launch. This does not affect Xbox One, PlayStation 4, or Steam users. Preload will not be available for this patch. Reloads are usually only available for expansion-type patches and are not available for hot fixes or seasonal update. That's a shame, because I just finished downloading everything after I got my new Series X, because hard drives don't carry over like usual. The estimated patch size for update 3.0 on all platforms, I'll just go ahead and throw on screen again, because there's more reading, but it shouldn't be too terrible, not really. Usual gig sizes. By the way, additionally, the updated storage requirements for Destiny 2 are as follows, and more details regarding how much space you need. Bunch of gigs, typically from the 65 to 70 range of gigs. Upcoming resolved issues that will be resolved with the next update. The lift tubes and the Warden of Nothing strike will fully draining your super energy. That was annoying. The Wanted the Fanatic Triumph is not being awarded after defeating the Fanatic in the Forsaken campaign. That's an issue. The Hitless Triumph is not being awarded after defeating all the Barons in the Forsaken campaign. The holograms from looped emotes, such as the Luxurious Toast and Beeline Fancy emotes, disappear and leave players in the static position at the... Thank you! I was really getting annoyed after my emotes stopped working. And the Adored Sniper cannot be reacquired from collections. Good fixes all around. But unfortunately, there are some more known issues, starting as follows. Players who are colorblind may have difficulties seeing trails in Wrathborn hunts, and that's an issue. In the last week's raid, players will not get to place the relic prompts for Riven's Heart even if they aren't holding it. That's weird. The binary system ornament for symmetry disables enemies' highlights and seeker mode. That's an issue. Some players are being forced to reacquire the Cryptolith lore every time they launch the game. Oof, I did not know that existed. Player enemies that drop moon weapon parts aren't spawning. Oh, I'm assuming that's for the gold weapon quests, even though they are... That's really just for antique collections, because they're past light now, so I don't know why you need them. The Scourge of the Past armor can't take seasonal rival mods. Issue. Strength and Memory challenge can't be completed. Issue. Some icicles on the rimmed ghost shell are black and don't look like icicles. Okay. The Lost Lament quest sometimes progresses inconsistently, not at all, and sometimes needs to be abandoned and reacquired to continue. Oof. Kills with the Jade Rabbit exotic scout rifle no longer auto-refill its magazine. Man, the Jade Rabbit's the new Telesto. Every update they do to try to fix it, it just keeps being broken. Oh, excuse me. The Halcyon Vigil's exotic Sparrow takes shaders poorly. Yeah. I don't know why you're surprised with that. There have been a bunch that take shaders poorly. Selfie emote functions poorly on ultra-wide monitor setups. Oh no. The Wisdom of the Witch Triumph no longer counts progress. Oh no. Some players cannot progress past the first mission of A Guardian Rises. That's a big no-no. Drifter sometimes misgenders players in idle dialogue and gamut dialogue. Nothing to worry about. Eris still has a weekly challenge for some players. The weekly challenge intentionally does not provide a powerful reward. Yes, we are aware that those challenges have been a thing. Resetting Valor rank on step 4 of 5 on a light reforged Crucible chest prevents Valor earned from being recorded for the quest. Yeah. Multiple ships have their rocket effects floating behind the ship model. Thank you. My frickin' Hunter ship has been a little bit broken for some time. Shiver Strike Melee does not function with the heavy-handed mod. Oh no, that needs to be fixed. Collections go back to the main menu instead of the previous section. HDR isn't working as intended. I'm not sure what that is. We investigate player reports that their veteran dialogue has been replaced with new character dialogue. Yeah, I have been noticing that. That's an issue. For a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, we can review our known issues article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our help forum. Then, of course, we have movies of the week, the one being, I believe, the legend himself, soloing Atrax 1, as well as various other movies, people drawing and making little Legos, and so on and so forth. That's a wrap for this week. A bit to look forward to next week, even more over the course of December. Thanks to community art, I just realized it's almost time for the dawning. More on that soon. Next week will be our final TWAB of the year. We've entered a period where many of our employees will be spending time with families, celebrating the end of the year, and recharging for what's to come in 2021. We'll still be around to respond to your feedback, process bug reports, and keep the servers running. Now it's time for me to raid, looking for a better roll on my trusty scout rifle from Deepstone Crypt. Any suggestions? I don't know why you're asking us, considering that you know what works and what doesn't. So, just look up Aztecross. By the way, that is all details of the TWAB. I am super excited for Destiny 2 to be next gen, because why wouldn't I be? But aside from that, that is all I've got for you today. It's back in the saddle again. I figure I'd do a little warm-up talking and putting up some video and editing and some stuff. So with that, my name is the Mad Scorpion. If you've enjoyed the video and like to see me back working my business, please leave a like, share, subscribe. Your support would be heavily appreciated. And aside from that, I will see you in the next video, which will probably be me going through Deepstone Crypt. Not the first time, unfortunately, because we did it in 3 different turns. But it'll be my friends memeing about Deepstone Crypt, seeing who can get that rocket launcher, because we have been enjoying the hell out of that raid. Bungie aces 100% good job on making that raid. Us old Destiny veterans are enjoying the hell out of it. Aside from that, I will see you in the next video.